What up, everybody? This the First Drive podcast again for your college football reviews, updates, and etc. We got Kendall with us this evening, and me,
So,
uh, Nathan, with you this evening. We're gonna discuss a few topics, and gonna see if we can go from there. What's going on, Kendall?
nothing much, man. Just chugging on along. Like yourself.
I'm doing pretty good. We're
That's
gonna talk
what's
about
up, man.
we're gonna talk about some coaches right now. They said
Okay.
it's time for Mark Stoops to get up out of there at Kentucky. What you think about that?
Yeah, I heard they said he was complaining about what they said he was complaining about they were playing too many night games or something like that.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Bruh, you just need to win. It don't matter. It don't matter what the sky look like. You just need to win, bruh. It don't matter if daytime, bright early in the morning. You got to get them kids ready, bro. It's just one day and one moment in time. You got to get the kids ready to play. Ain't no excuse, bro. So he been there for a long time. He had some good wins, but the problem is that those good wins have been followed up by so many bad losses. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? So, um, Eli,
Well, yeah, they saying time for Buddy to get up out of there. But if like you
yeah,
said, if he win, he'll be all right.
right.
Yeah, he'll be all right. They keep now. There's some more talks on Lane Kiffin. I know we discussed that last week
Hmm.
about Lane
Hmm.
Kiffin going to Florida. I don't see him going anywhere, but if he gonna go to somewhere, I can see Florida, but
I definitely can see Florida.
definitely, yeah.
Matter of fact, it's if it's I know he had just triggered a 9 year um um, 9 year salary this year for next year, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But
Mhm.
listen, the recruits are there. They got some good players out of Mississippi, but you competing with Mississippi State, you competing with Alabama taking Mississippi recruits, Texas taking Mississippi recruits, LSU taking Mississippi recruits. So if I'm Lane Kiffin, I know I can recruit because I mean he was the head coach at what USC. He was the head coach at Tennessee. I think he was the head coach at USC. Anyway, he got the prestige to recruit. And go to Florida and make them a powerhouse again. I would
Exactly.
do it. I would do
Because they Florida probably look at how Miami doing this year. They were like, nah, we gotta get back on top.
it. Right.
Uh, he probably looking at them. Then Lane Kiffin type of person he is. He kind of he can match up, not match up, but his personality can fit with Florida. We got going on.
Right.
So, yeah. But last week was kind of a slow week. One hardly too many big games last week. You had a
Yeah.
few of them from last week. I know Alabama had it. It was on the Alabama was on the what do you call it?
They had a bye week.
Yeah, Alabama had a bye week uh,
Hmm.
because last week who was playing last week? What's some notable games? Well, Penn State and Ohio State game. I
They
think did
stay
we
Ohio
call it
State.
last week that we thought Ohio State was gonna beat Penn State?
I think I had picked Penn State to win that.
Yeah, Penn
Well, you
State.
know what? I don't remember. I think I did pick Ohio. I don't remember. But we were so undecided. We all agreed that it was going to be kind of close though. So
Hmm. Like somebody said like Penn State is one of those teams. They be decent every year till they get down with the big boy. Then
yeah.
that's when they start to fold in.
Right. Right.
And that's kind of true. I noticed that throughout the years they do that though. They be so hyped up, then they start playing Ohio State and all these other teams later down the scales, and that's when they fold.
Yeah.
But they still have a decent team every year.
Yeah.
But they lost Ohio State 2013. That was that was kind of close game.
Yeah, but Penn State made some mistakes in that game, man. I definitely think they had a chance at winning that game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they made some mistakes, and uh, Ohio State made some crucial mistakes, but Penn State just wasn't able to capitalize on it. So, you know,
Did you get a chance to watch that Florida and Georgia game though?
I watched like the whole first half, in which you know what, Nick is right about Georgia, but Georgia is the only team that can pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
Like just like trying to figure the other team out in the first half, and then because it's just like every game, they're always a different team in the second half. Because man, Beck. I think he threw three interceptions in the first half,
Mm-hmm.
and he did he did everything. Florida just couldn't capitalize on it. Florida couldn't they couldn't get in the end zone. Now they did put a good drive together late. You know, was able to. I think the score was 13-6 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But man, right out the gate, Georgia came out of school. Next you know, they were putting in work.
But
If
yeah,
you know, if Florida had taken advantage of that, then they had a small chance, a tiny chance.
you right, Ken. I think it was in the other team. They probably would have lost, but Georgia, they the only team that could pull that off. I don't even
Man,
think
pull
a
that
team
mess
like
off.
Oregon could pull that off, but
Yeah.
Georgia, mm-mm.
Man, I hate Nick ain't on the podcast
Mm-hmm.
because what Florida did to Georgia in that first half was my whole argument for Oregon. They played June was the same way I described what would happen. Like like Carson Beck can't go out and throw three interceptions against an Oregon team because like it wasn't just the interception. It was just they made so many mistakes and like against a Power Five team, man, it wouldn't have been no surprise if Georgia had got down by 21 points. Just like I said, you know what I'm saying in the argument. But me and him will discuss that. Me and him will discuss that later. But um against a Florida team who, you know, quarterback couldn't really do anything. They still stuck around for a little bit, but you know, when Georgia kicked it in the second half, it was a wrap. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's just one of them things. I don't say, and I know this kind of on topic, I won't say that Georgia got anything to work on because that's what they do. Like I think Kirby Smart is the best in the game at making adjustments. So he made his adjustments and they destroyed Florida in the second half.
Basically, Georgia team, identity is based off they adapting to their opponent.
Yeah, and their depth.
Mm-hmm. That what Georgia do. So
Mhm.
uh, yeah. What's some other notable game that happened last week? We had
Um,
with Tennessee and Kentucky.
yeah, but
They won by 10.
yeah,
But
we all knew what was going
that's Kentucky. What's
to
some more
happen.
notable games?
Basketball season will start.
I haven't yet had a chance to watch Indiana. I don't know. They just on a roll right now until they meet some more better competition. But
Yeah,
they undefeated right now.
they still got to play Ohio State and Michigan, I think. But yeah, but they
We gonna see then, ain't
we gonna see. We gonna,
it?
we gonna
Matter
see.
of fact, let me see how they schedules looking while I'm talking. Last time you heard anybody talk about Indiana Hoosiers
Right,
football.
right.
Uh they play they play Michigan this week. Then they play Ohio State the 23rd of November. Then they play
Man, I hope they beat Ohio State and Michigan.
if they beat both of them, woo, cause they already at number 8. They gonna be up there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how the playoff gonna roll, but I would rather play Indiana before Ohio State anyway. So yeah, Indiana gonna win.
Oh, Pittsburgh and SMU played, and man, both teams being ranked 13 and 18 respectively, and SMU destroyed Pittsburgh.
Woo!
So they looking good.
I see.
Um, bruh, well, I won't really say upset, but Houston beat Kansas State. I mean, Colorado should have beat Kansas State. So I'm still upset about that. But South Carolina destroyed Texas A&M. Bro.
Hey,
Destroyed Texas A&M.
but to me, I think people. How can I say South Carolina? South Carolina is one of them teams that they usually go with 6-6 or something like
Yeah,
that.
they
But they
they
one of them
always
teams.
bowl Elspeth.
Yeah, they always bowl Israel. One of them teams you can't take lightly. But
Yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of hard. The judge, you just can't take them lightly.
right. See, we almost lost them.
Who?
See, Alabama almost lost to them. We got lucky at the end.
But I don't know what's up Alabama. We gonna have a whole nother rant by Alabama later on.
For sure.
Well, speaking of Colorado, I'm trying to look up what's the rest of their schedule.
They play Texas Tech, they Oklahoma State. They don't play any more ranked teams. So, in my opinion, Colorado should win every game that's left.
Yeah, they
They should
should.
be 10-2 at the end. Technically, should be 11-1 and fighting for the last playoff spot. But this,
Do you, if they win it all, do you think they're gonna get in the playoff spot? I would think so.
I would say only if chaos happens because if you look at it now, like the top, if you look at it now, the top teams, the top 25 teams,
Hmm.
the top 25 teams, with with them being number 20, then you still got people in front of you like um Iowa State, you still got Notre Dame, you still got Boise State, you still got, the BYU. You still got too many people in front of you, really.
Hmm.
So like it's a lot of chaos that would need to happen. Like Indiana would need to lose. Like Indiana would need to lose to Michigan and Ohio State. Um, they would need to lose to. I mean, Ohio State would then need to be. Well, that ain't gonna matter. If Ohio State beat Oregon in the championship game, that ain't gonna matter. But it's a lot of things that need to happen. Is it impossible? No, but
As what we've
a
seen
lot of
so
things.
far in college football
Yeah,
this year, I won't put that past no team.
right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure gonna be some more chaos though. I've been looking. I just hope ain't Alabama. Uh,
Shit, right.
Colorado. You think politics gonna play a role into them getting the playoff? You think they'll give them an
Um,
edge because of Dion? I ain't saying shouldn't, but
you mean is
think
positively or is negative?
positive, making them get in the playoffs because of Dion. Because
I, no, I think if we being honest, I think Dion would only have an effect on them negatively. I don't think that and what I mean by that is that I don't think that they would give Colorado any like props with Dion. We've seen that. I don't think they would give Dion his props. So what I'm saying is that I think the only way that they would give Dion his props is these next 4 games they got to win those convincingly. You know what I mean? Like
mm,
I ain't saying they got to go out and win by 40, but they got to win by a good margin because these teams ain't really all that good that they got left, so they can't be in no close game. You know what I'm saying? They can't be barely winning. Because all they gonna say is, well, Dion ain't coaching them boys up. They barely beat such. So you see what I'm saying? It's always gonna be something negative instead of saying Dion got them boys ready to play. They deserve a chance in the playoff. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But Dion better try to win as much as he can win now because he gonna be the next Dallas Cowboy coach.
Yeah, yeah. Jerry Jones, Jerry Jones, getting that contract together. Him and Dion representatives, Dion and his representatives been talking. Listen, I don't have any sources. It's just me using common sense.
uh,
So we'll see. I can't wait.
we'll see. We
Especially if especially if Colorado finishes with a really good record, Junior.
mm-hmm.
If they finish like like 9-3 or 10-2, and they go to a bowl game and they win, and all his sons declare for the draft, like why not go with him?
Exactly.
Storybook.
Oh, but that make headlines. We're gonna make headlines
Yeah,
anyway.
for sure. For sure.
Make it make some noise there. All right, see what we got next week. We got 11 o'clock game, Florida versus Texas. On paper, seems like Texas gonna win, but you think Florida gonna put up a fight and get Texas next week?
No, Texas is going to Florida. If
Florida.
if if they let Florida hang around, then I would be concerned about this Texas team. The Because the only reason why they hung around with Georgia is because that's what Georgia, that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Texas is and should be the team that dominates. As the number 5 team. They need to dominate Florida. And I think they saw what happened um, with Georgia, and I want to fall into that trap. So
Okay.
I think they're gonna dominate.
Now we got a tough game. We don't got a tough thing. Well, we do, but I'm talking about in terms of Georgia versus Ole Miss. I think Georgia's still gonna put it out with about 2 touchdowns because the defense so
Woo.
good. But I don't. What you think? Ken? What you think? Or you think gonna be close?
I think Georgia gonna win, but listen, Lane Kiffin leads this game
Mm-hmm.
because Lane Kiffin has had some strange losses, like losing to Kentucky. Obviously, he lost to Alabama, I think. So, um, but losing to Kentucky kind of hurt for real. If they want to get into the playoff, then this what makes this week important because like it's gonna be a lot of teams that kind of jockeying for position.
Mm-hmm.
So so Mississippi, Ole Miss needs this game, bro. If they can somehow pull off the upset and beat Georgia, Ole Miss is definitely getting into the playoff. And if that happens, I would say watch out for Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm. You gotta watch out for Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a decent team.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think for some reason, I think people need to tune into that game.
for
Some reason
sure.
they need to tune into
For
that
sure.
game. Cause this week, I think somebody said it was last week or this week. These gonna be people. No, this week. A lot of people say they had what this Saturday circle on their calendars because it's gonna be a lot of. I think gonna be a lot of chaos happening this week. Probably because they know a lot of these teams need this game for the playoff.
Hmm. Hmm.
Speaking of that, we got to go and get into it. Uh, Alabama versus LSU. Kendall, have you noticed
Bro,
that I'm a person of uh, having faith, but the confidence this year is not there.
no, no, not at all. Not at all.
The confidence is not there. Like I hold on, let me say this and I let you go in, Kim. I said this at the beginning of the year, and it's still like the beginning of the year. I'm asking instead of saying I'm just asking, what is our identity on football on offense? We've been in this we've been in this college football for how many weeks? And I don't think Alabama still has no what's the identity on the offense? That shows the potential to me, that shows the
Yeah.
potential of Alabama too. Like, I don't think they have an identity. And they still only got two losses.
Yeah. I mean,
And they
it
win
shows
these
you how
games based
good they.
off they win these games off based off their talent.
Yeah. It's frustrating because you see how good they could be.
Mm. And,
Um.
and, and it's still like that's why I would say that's why we're not confident because it's not clicking. Like they have one good game, then it's inconsistent.
Yeah.
And I said it, and it may be just me. I said that they need to be a run first team. Even though I know this ain't this type of climate that you need to throw the ball more, but I think they need to establish the run a little bit more. Then they open up the
You,
passing game. Just for what I seen.
if I was DeBoer, I wouldn't say change the whole system, but I would liken it to what, I mean, you can't do anything now, too late, but like I would have ran it like how Baltimore runs their offense. It's heavy run
Mm,
and and it's set off big plays. Hit your tight ends, you hit your wide receivers. Like that's how that Alabama team is built. They got Ryan Williams, big play receiver. I would liken him to Zay Flower. Now I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying if we talk about Baltimore offense and Alabama offense, you
mm,
got obviously Milrow would be your Lamar Jackson. The combination of I mean Jam Miller and Haynes would be your um Derrick Henry and Hill out of the backfield. And um I don't necessarily know if they got a tight end that they throw to, but I would do that offense that's option heavy. Option heavy, you make your big plays, you allow Milrow to make decisions, but it's not like they're copying the offense. It's just like, all right, it's just all right, Milrow, you go out there and do the best that you can. Go out there and do the best you can. And we
exactly.
hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden we'll start running. Then it's like, oh man, running back getting big plays. Let's start running the ball. Now you starting to get big plays downfield. It's almost like they just be guessing and freestyling the whole game. Man,
And we saw them play a perfect game one day. You know how they play against Georgia in the first half. Like we know they can
yeah,
do it,
yeah,
and we saw how confident that Miro played. Like now that how he played that game in the first half, that's Heisman worthy. How he
yep.
played that, but I don't know. I don't know. It's the unfortunately, I said this last week. Unfortunately, we get on Miro because he is the leader of the offense. He is the quarterback.
Hmm.
It might be the play calling too, but we don't. I don't know. It's one of them tough ones. I don't know. They're not as confident in him doing certain plays, or I don't know. I don't know what they do.
Man, I ain't think about it. The boy may see this as a throwaway year. Like, yeah, I mean, he ain't gonna say it obviously, but
Mm,
I mean, he know Miro going to the draft after this year, so it's almost like he get a clean slate after this year. So this year's just all right. Let's just see what happens. And I don't know about that, bro, because you got to be ready because the fan base is not gonna be they're not gonna be patient with you. Now we ain't gonna be as impatient as Auburn,
mm.
but
We want to see
but
some.
they gonna have
You got to win,
yeah
some, and we know
yeah
you still in a position to go to the playoff. You know, we got to take one game at a time. Well, now
yeah
you use this as building blocks to uh, build your legacy at Alabama
right.
because recruiting is number one. You recruit seeing that shit.
Right.
Like we keep saying over and over, why would somebody come to Alabama? Well, they used to come to Alabama because Nick Saban and they seeing this the revolving door of them going to the league.
Yep.
They not there no more. So why would they
Yep.
come to Tuscaloosa,
Right.
Alabama? There's other big cities they can go, other towns and other schools they can go, better uniform, all
Mm-hmm.
that other stuff, better
Mm-hmm.
academic. But
Mm-hmm.
you gotta get them recruit something that they be comfortable coming. You gotta
Right.
look at it from a kid standpoint too.
Right. Right.
So yeah, you had to look at it from that angle.
Right.
That's why I was saying the stuff uh episodes before. Why would recruits come? If you was a recruit, why would you go to Alabama now? I ain't saying when
Right.
Nick Saban does. Why would you go now?
Right.
So you had to look at that. But yeah, what's your score Saturday, Alabama versus LSU?
Man, I want to say,
And it's a night game too. Oh, 6:30.
yeah,
Ooh, and LSU. Ooh.
I'm gonna say,
Gonna be a close one.
yeah, it's gonna be a close one. I'm gonna say 28-24, Bama, and
Gonna be a what they call it, a nail biter.
it's gonna be a nail biter. But listen, the crazy thing is that both teams need this game.
That'll
If
be
both teams lose, yeah, if both teams lose, they're out of the playoffs. So we gonna see, Junior. I think this is the game here. We gonna see how bad Alabama want it. We gonna see because if we talking about a must-win game,
mm.
this for sure is a must-win game. So um, I think Alabama gonna pull it off, and um, I think they got to put that. I think they got to put that pressure on the quarterback. They got to get to Meyer or whatever his name is. They got to put that pressure on,
They do.
and they can't let them big play receivers get off. So.
I think in a weird way, especially this year, the offense got to click a little bit to help the defense out.
Hmm.
You gotta. If some weird reason, the offense got to click, so their defense
Hmm.
can play a little bit better. Then, but they defense, I don't know. I don't know what's up with defense this year neither. It's they young. I'm just say that. Well, the secondary.
Hmm.
So uh,
So yeah, it's if Alabama won, I mean, because according to the brackets now, they're in. They're the number 11 team. So if they wanna, if they wanna make some noise, if they wanna make some noise, which I believe that they can, they gotta win this game. If they want to prove a point, they need to win this game big. If I'm Alabama and I'm the boy, I'm like, bro, people been ragging on us, people been talking about us, people saying what we can't do. Let's go out here and show them. This is the big stage right now, right here, right now. They
exactly.
come out and win. They come out and win this game big. I mean, they only got what 2 games left after that, or three? I mean, no, they got 3 games. They play like I think Mercer or something. Then they play Oklahoma, and then they play Auburn. So winning this game will give them the confidence that they need going into those last 3 games and that big game against Auburn. So
And then I think they win this game. I'm gonna go and say it. I know they proved us wrong from the Georgia game, but they win this game. They bring them kind of new life a little bit, new energy.
yeah, yeah,
They bring them
agreed.
win the rest of the game. They know they win the rest of the game like they should win the rest of the game. Then they bring them
Hmm.
more confidence going into the college playoff. Then it's a
Hmm.
new season. Then
Hmm.
I ain't saying you start with a clean slate, but everybody's even then.
All right.
So and they can go from there uh through the playoff. But I gotta show I gotta see some more. How many games they in now? This what game? What week this is? They had
Man,
y'all had too many
Alabama.
games by now.
Alabama played about 9, 10 games right now.
Yeah, this week 11. And they all and
Yeah,
Alabama had two buys, so this probably a
yeah.
nine, yeah, about 9, 10 games.
Hmm.
So gotta be clicking now.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these practices and you 9 or 10 games deep and nothing clicking.
Hmm.
Come on, Alabama. You gotta show the fans like, all right, this is what we doing this year. But that's why I was saying just a minute ago. Like we 9 games in, like somebody asked me what is Alabama offense? Like, I don't know. They just go out there and just wheel a game, basically.
Well, then just like how we be doing, just be selecting plays and then go out there and just see if we can get a first down.
I know, right? So the boy, I don't know what's going on.
Right.
I don't know what's going on. But yeah, Alabama, y'all need to straighten up. We're gonna be rooting for y'all.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all win Saturday. All right, before we leave, Kendall, I just looked something up. Off top of your head, who you think's well, we know, but off top of your head, who you think is the most winningest coach of all time?
The most winningest
Coach. Let's
coach
say
of all.
coaches. You give me the coach, and then you say coaches.
Um, I don't know if it's Bobby Bowden or I don't know if it's
Okay.
yeah,
It's
I'm gonna say Bobby Bowden. I don't think that's right. But I think it's like that coach from I know that coach from Grambling had a lot of wins. Forgot his name Robinson.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
You named two of them in the top 10.
Okay.
Bobby Bowden is number two at
Okay.
346 wins. What his name? Robinson. He should have been up there. Yeah.
Bear Bryant.
Bear Bryant up there. But I'm talking about Robinson. That was that well he coached at Grambling, right?
Yeah.
Why he ain't up there? Unless they left him out. He's supposed to be up there.
I would say I thought he was like one of the top ones.
He's supposed to be up there, but on this list, he's not up there. You is right. I know he I'm looking at something he went up there. Well, shout out to
Unless they
Robinson. He's coach at Grambling. He should be up there. I don't
yeah,
know why he's not on the list.
yeah.
Uh,
HBCU, shout out to him.
exactly. What's the other one you said, Kim?
On Bear Bryant, let's see.
Bear Bryant, number three, 323 win.
I think Nick Saban should be on that list
Yeah,
somewhere.
Nick Saban, number six, 292 win.
Um, that coach for that coached Penn State. Um,
Joe Paterno, he number one.
yeah, Joe Paterno. I know he on that list. Yeah,
Joe Paterno got he'll still be coaching if it went from that all that. Well, he did now, but from all that
yeah,
other
he
stuff.
did. But I honestly think that him losing, I mean him, being removed from that position is what killed him. If we being honest,
Yeah, I think that would have because if all that stuff didn't go down, he'll still be coaching. At the 90 some
still be
years old
coaching.
coach.
9 some years old, still out there trying to get them folks to get in line. So,
We have who Alabama played Matt Brown. What it was Matt Brown last year at Texas then when Alabama Nick Saban first championship with Alabama. I think
yeah,
Matt Brown. I think
Mac
that was a
Brown.
Matt Brown coach Texas team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
Matt
was.
Brown got 282 win. Uh, you have
Steve Spurrier on that list too, man.
I think he down the list. Steve Spurrier,
Oh, okay.
number 14, 228.
Oh, okay.
We
Uh,
have Lou Hope. That's who I
Lou
ain't see
Holtz.
on. Yeah, that's who I ain't see on them
Lou
college
Holtz.
football. On I used to watch him on YouTube. College football. He used to be going off on them. I ain't seen him on TV lately.
Because he
He's that.
coached at Indiana.
I know he coached at Notre Dame. He probably did coach at Indiana. He coached at Notre Dame for 11 season.
Mm.
Oh, Lou Hope. But
No
yeah,
loophole.
don't the main name. You know, you got some other names like some older coaches like Pop Warner, uh Stad,
Hmm. Hmm.
LaVille Edwards, and Tom Osborne. Them in the
Yeah,
top.
throwback.
Throwback. Woody
Throwback.
Hayes, Bill Snyder.
Yeah. It's
Hey.
not. It's gonna hold Derek. No.
Yeah, they probably know all these folks.
Man, all them folks.
Yeah, the winningest coaches of all time. I knew a lot of them was up there, but uh, I forgot all about Joe Paterno. He was number one. On some
Yeah,
wins. God, stop.
Man, Joe Paterno was out there killing them. But I'm sorry, he had Penn
Ooh.
State rolling, but
Ain't it? Mm. But yeah, uh, any last words coming before we dip out?
um, I've noticed a shift in DeBoer's demeanor. So I ain't gonna say he gonna be animated like Nick Saban. I'm just saying that he may not be as relaxed as you used to see him.
I
So
think
I would say that would be
you think my
uh,
bad. You think that came from the fans and probably the boosters, and he just got frustrated, and also put that in line with. I'm just saying, allegedly, I don't know they're going behind the scene. Some of the kids might not have a respect uh in the locker room or on campus or something. He just got frustrated and just going off. And he just like, hey, I got to be this type of person now.
no, I don't think like anybody is saying that, forcing him to do it. I just think that DeBoer is it's all about adapting. It's, coaching is just like, being a supervisor or being a just like you being a teacher. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you have to understand your personnel. Some people you can't yell at, some people you gotta hold by the hand, some people you gotta talk, nice to them. And I think it's just adapting. I think he started off maybe trying to be a started trying to be likable. This is his first year. But I think that he's saying, you know what, this is a different group of guys than what I had in Washington. I gotta turn it up a notch. I gotta be a little bit more. This is SEC football. I gotta be a little bit more aggressive with these guys. Like, not no offense to the Pac-12 or Big Ten or Big whatever. Like, I ain't saying that those conferences are soft, but like, it's a lot of finesse football that go on out there. The
Mm-hmm.
SEC is like it's rugged. You know what I'm saying? And like, you either fit that mold or you don't. So I think this is more of him trying to do it himself, like realizing that hey, this is what the team needs. Maybe I got the potential to do it. I know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just adapting, and I think you can be that all day. There's anything wrong with that. I just interested to see how the players respond because he could be doing that behind closed doors. We don't even know.
He
He
just,
could be that.
mm,
Yeah, he's just on the sidelines. He's just calm and relaxed. So,
yeah, I, I I I can see that too. Uh, yeah, we got to back the ball up a little bit, but
yeah,
we got to talk about the stuff that we don't like, but
yeah,
you know we stuck with them right now, so we got to back them up.
right, right.
Hmm. So Alabama, y'all need to get y'all shit together. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, I got to get it together now. Mm. And we know we ain't noticed we ain't talk about Auburn tonight coming.
Ain't nobody worry about all.
Yeah, they can continue doing going that way. Yeah, Auburn got
Yeah,
dick going on.
all right. Look, that made my Saturday when Vanderbilt won. It's all right. I said today has been a good day.
Ooh, Auburn, beautiful, boy.
Oh man.
All right, everybody. Y'all please tune in, subscribe. to the Fur Drive podcast. We bring in more college football reviews and other
Mhm.
things that go on with college football. We appreciate your time, and we out.
All right.
All right.